fucking head,
head bob.
Like, don't you fucking... the fucking, like, hand clap. Don't you be coming at me with that bullshit.
Don't you be coming at me with that knife. I will smack the shit out of you.
I lived on, like, the south side for, like, a couple of weeks, and holy fuck, is that shit hilarious. Especially, like, the north side of girls that try to do that whole shit, and it's like, why?
I don't... It doesn't matter who you are, but, like, the moment you start slapping your hands to the beat of how you're talking, I think you have something wrong with you. Either that, or, like, you're the Energizer Bunny that's just trying a little too hard to blend in. You know, like, fuck, I need to slap, I just keep going.
It's like speech classes to a whole nother level, like, you just can't stop clapping.
So here we go. Here we go.
Could you imagine a serial killer that had just the impulse to, like, clap when he talked?
Oh my god.
You're going to die just because...
Tonight on Dateline. Do you have the clap? Because it's out there.
Oh, man.
And it hurts. Find out more tonight at 10:57, because we have odd times. No, but, like... Yeah, that'd just be really weird. Anyway, I'm Pat, this is Witch's Hill, and I am here with Rolo and
Nicole.
Jeremiah, a.k.a. Nicole.
When did this whole Jeremiah thing become a thing?
You know what? Things just happen, you know? Speaking of things that just happen, Zodiac Killer.
What about it?
That shit just happened, man.
Wait, what?
I mean, not just like now, but like, it just happened. There was no planning to. Anyway,
I honestly, I could not stand through that movie. Sit through that movie.
Which one, Zodiac or like any of the like
The
9
one
Offsprings?
with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly
Jake
don't remember these
Gyllenhaal
movies.
was like the detective or like what the fuck ever. And I mean, and it just.
Are you thinking about Nightcrawler?
No.
Like
Well, good movie though too, but no. Like this was years back. It was called Zodiac, I believe.
No, I remember the movie. That's what I was talking about.
Well, yeah, it was just like it got to the point where it was so fucking boring that I just like passed out in theater. Like I just couldn't even fucking handle it. Like.
Well, I mean...
Like, storytelling is one thing, but, like, if you just drone on and don't get to, like, the...
You don't have a lot of substance to kind of, like, bounce off of.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was just scattered throughout the whole movie, and then it just got really fucking boring. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this, like, a prologue or some shit? Like...
Oh, okay, here. You know what? Talking about movies that kind of, like... I know we're getting a little off the first topic that we were going to talk about, but... Just quickly, just kind of like go along with what you were talking about, just jumping around, is there's a zombie movie, or lack thereof in a way, it's called Maggie, and it stars...
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. His acting, I like him. I like him as an actor. I want to like this movie, but I just can't.
See, but our issue is that we picked it up thinking that it would be more of like an action-filled movie with a lot more zombies.
Yeah.
And he just kind of ends up sitting in this house with his daughter, waiting until she turned into a zombie. And at the end, when he's finally about to kill her, she just ends up going and jumping off the roof and killing herself.
Literally, it just kind of, it jumps around so much.
It builds it up to kind of let you down.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people will agree with us because I've seen the ratings on like Rotten Tomatoes, Internet Movie Database, and so on. And it does not shine well for any of the actors, but the actors themselves, I do respect them. I just don't like the way the story is told. Like, if it was told in a different way, I would really like that movie, because honestly, I freaked out when I heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger was doing a fucking zombie movie.
Yeah,
I think there was maybe one scene in it that actually got intense.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe two.
But how was his acting?
Oh, it was good. It was good. I mean,
it's really well.
It's Arnold. Yeah. You know, I mean, if you don't like Arnold, get the fuck out of here. You know. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wish it was better. But that brings me up to the next thing. Our first topic is love it, hate it. So, there are a lot of horror movies that are out there way too many to name just right offhand. But let's go. Let's each pick one. The three of us pick one that we actually love and one that we absolutely hate. Now, Jeremiah is somewhat new to the whole horror scene. I've been getting Jeremiah into some of the darker films, not so much as like the classics, but
I scare very easily.
Yeah, Jeremiah is a jumpy little critter. So, we just saw Annabelle, and
oh my god,
yeah, Jeremiah hid.
I loved it so much, but I watched a lot of it from between my hands.
Yeah, it was pretty great though.
And I'm actually really mad at myself for it though.
And we also saw the new It movie, but we won't. Don't worry, we were not going to spoil anything. We're not going to even talk about it. That's going to have its own episode, which is probably going to feature Tim Trace at some point in the near future. But as of right now, let's go around. Love it, hate it.
All right, I'm gonna start out with hate it.
All right,
Mama.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It was. I mean, I can understand what they were trying to do with it, but it just got to the point where I called out a lot of what was going to happen, but the ending did catch me off guard, and it didn't make sense to me in a way. It just seemed like they tried too hard to mash like a child's story with a horror film vibe and like a creepy like a kind of like a take on like a fairy, a godmother, but it was like a demonic one.
No, I understand that. That I feel the same way to a certain extent. Like, I love Guillermo del Toro's portrayal of everything. He's got a very twisted sense of everything.
Yes.
I've noticed that since Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
And I love his work. I love it. It's just visually appealing.
Yeah.
But that end, that's the only thing that I didn't like about the movie.
Yeah, like it just didn't sit well.
But you hate it?
I mean, just hate the ending, technically.
Okay.
Sorry to say hate that. I mean, mind you, I haven't watched it since it came out. I saw it in theaters, and I haven't gone to watch it since then. Which, I mean, maybe I should, watch it.
Maybe
one
give
more
it a
time
second
to see
try.
what I think about it. But yeah.
All right. What about Love It then?
Love It then. Love It then. Come back to me.
Come back to you? What about you, Jeremiah?
Come back to me.
For love it or hate it?
Either one.
Oh my gosh. I know I'm, like you said, I'm still new to, like, the horror and all that, but there are so many movies that you've shown me that I really actually like a lot. And I can't, you know...
Name one that comes to mind. Just one.
Evil Dead.
Yeah, you like that movie a lot.
I did.
Yeah.
And she's talking about the remake.
Still haven't seen that one either.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, you're so behind.
Like, I really need to brush
well,
up.
we're going to have like a horror movie marathon at some point.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally down.
What about that movie did you like? Like, what got you into it?
Well, first, I like that she was like an evil bitch. And it was like, they kind of made it funny. But I also, oh my gosh. Dude, she was funny.
The originals, you should watch the originals.
The originals are really campy, and they're just great.
They're so great. Bruce Campbell is like one of my fucking favorites of all time.
Boomstick.
But
oh my god, Boomstick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just...
On the spot?
Yeah, I'm so on the spot right now. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry about that.
What about you, really? You got your one for Love It?
Alright, Love It. I'm gonna have to say... I mean, it's really hard because I have a lot that I love and I have a lot that I hate.
Oh, I'm sure that we're gonna do Love It, Hate It again.
Alright, well, this week's Love It or Hate It. For the love, I'm going to have to say... Oh, it was on the tip of my fucking tongue.
You can't even remember the movie you love?
Because I'm just trying to like, kind of, like, pick one, like, while it's cycling through my head. I'm just trying to land
like a little
one.
spin wheel waiting for the thing to stop.
Yeah.
It's like this one.
I'm picturing, like, a spin wheel in the head and just... Alright, I'm going to have to say one of my favorites would be House of a Thousand Corpses.
Really?
Yes.
House of a Thousand Corpses?
Yes. Yes. Well,
Okay.
actually, that leading
I have no idea what that is.
to Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects was one of my fucking favorites. It was just...
The movie was so fucking brutal.
I mean, like, Rob Zombie had it. He was so good with those movies.
He was, until 31.
Yeah. I mean, even 31, yeah. But even, what was the one where Sherry Moon Zombie played the...
Witches of Salem?
Yeah. Witches of Salem, I can appreciate it for what it was. Maybe it was just because I watched it really late, like, at night.
Okay.
And it was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I think, like, I got sidetracked for 1 minute, and I just didn't understand what the fuck was happening.
I heard that movie is more
jumped
like...
from spot to spot.
Very story-driven.
Just a little bit. But, like, I will say, though, he's done really well work. Even with, which a lot of people don't like this, apparently, his take on Halloween. I fucking loved it because he actually showed the, like, aggression of Mike Myers when he was a kid.
Mm.
You know, like, like, you got to see what he went through, what caused him to help snap.
Yeah, he wasn't just as is. Just like, oh, here's a killer.
How he killed his fucking stepdad was just, holy shit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, the scene, what was it? It was the night before Halloween, or was it Halloween when he killed the kid?
Fuck, dude, I don't
Because he's,
remember.
like, walking through the woods, and the kids were fucking, you know, just constantly, like, bullying him, like, about
I want to say it's Halloween, but I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail.
Zombie, and I, like, honestly, oof. Oh my god, like, she's one of the hottest psychotic chicks ever.
Rob, watch out. This one's after your wife.
No. And I still think that she should have been, I still think that she should have been Harley Quinn. I feel that they could have filmed it a lot darker and had her be a good Harley Quinn.
Can you imagine if Zombie fucking directed?
That would, I mean,
that
like,
would be
seriously, like, I view that she can actually act to the point where she could fucking do Harley Quinn, how she, like, psychotic.
All right, let's hop back on
track. Let's hop back on track.
Do you have you decided anything, Nikki?
On why I like The Evil Dead?
Either that or, like, do you remember one that you just specifically did not like?
Well, why don't we give her some more time, and how about we get to you, because I can already fucking tell what you're going to say for hate, most likely.
I think I know what you're guessing at, and I was thinking about it. Yeah.
It's on your arm.
Yeah, Resident Evil. I fucking loathe those goddamn movies. Paul Anderson fucked up a lot of shit. But that's good. That's good to be a whole other thing. I'm gonna stay with Love It for a moment.
Okay.
28 Days Later.
Yes.
I love Danny
too.
Boyle.
Yes.
His vision is fantastic. It is so dark.
Well, that one and 28 Weeks Later were both good.
And, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, there are some people who are kind of, like, differed on it because it had a different feel and everything, but...
You are too, right? Like, I think we've talked about it before, where you were a little bit on the fence with 28 Weeks Later.
I am a little bit on the fence, but at the same time, I still like it because it was still shot in the very, very similar fashion.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
It didn't stray too far from its original source, like the original material. So many movies do that now, so, I mean, it's not really unheard of if a movie does do that, especially for like the sequels, stuff like that. It just strays on and becomes all this crazy shit. I'm looking at you, Fast and the Furious. Anyway,
off topic.
Yeah, very off topic, but like, what the fuck? Anyway, I bet people are hating me for that though.
Oh, speaking of films that just drone on and on and on. Sorry, as one of my hates, I would have to say collectively, the Saw series. I can understand what they were doing with like the first two. The first two were decent.
Ooh, the cat's back, everybody. I don't know if that was Captain recording.
I don't think that was this one.
Okay. Earlier I had let my cat out because he's the collector of souls. Let's see if he's brought back a tasty harvest.
He's a demon cat.
Oh, his skin is a... That's not a skin, that's his fur. It's a lot brighter orange. That means he's killed, and he is sustained. So now we can do the sacrifice. We're not going to sacrifice the cat. Just the cat's going to puke up the souls.
Oh, wow.
We're going to collect them in jars.
Why is he wearing sewed skin?
Like, because that's his armor.
Oh.
Don't look at him directly in the eyes.
He's got to be protected.
He kind of had that look, too. He's like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
But no, yes.
Alright, so...
Let's hop back to that real quick. The first two Saw films were decent.
No, I understand.
But no, yeah. It just... like, they're releasing, what, like one more, and then...
I think they're fucking booting the series.
God, are you fucking
I hope I'm
kidding
wrong,
me?
Because that is such a fucking waste. Like, I get it. I fucking get it.
Yeah. I mean, but... I'm sorry. Real quick. I mean... You took a dead horse, you put your hand up inside of it, and you tried to make it animated, and you just literally fucked the whole thing. You shat the fucking bed on it, and that just all of those movies, after two, were just fucking horrible. I'm sorry.
A
lot of people might actually think a lot differently than me, but...
I'm gonna say that for later. Anyway,
Oh, he's gonna scold me later?
No. I thought of something that just kind of even further pushes me away from the whole Saw thing.
Oh, yeah?
At least for the time being.
Oh, are you about to talk about what I think?
I'm not gonna bring it up, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that literally just, that scene flashed in front of my eyes, and I'm just kind of like...
Oh, right. Wow.
I can't read lips.
Anyway,
change topic.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and change topic here. We're gonna move on to let's see, what do we got here? So stop moving. I am getting motion sickness. Oh god. Oh god.
Jesus Christ!
Why did I eat 3 pounds of chorizo?
Anyway. That sure will give you that.
Why is there so much tuna?
I never eat tuna. Shit. Okay. Favorite horror-themed bands. Now we're just gonna throw out a few names here and there. We're not gonna go too much into the whole thing because we know that there are straight-up horror bands like horror punk, horror metal, so on and so forth. But we're just gonna go with some bands that kind of take a really dark aspect and just throw it in your fucking face.
And you're gonna take the lead on this one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stay away from what everybody's probably thinking.
The Misfits.
The Misfits. Look at the crazy skull.
Yeah.
No, we're not gonna. We're not.
We get it, but we're not trendy hot topic kids. Sorry. Like
mine, I already brought up earlier before we even started recording, and that is Cradle of Filth.
Yes.
They have always just had a dark fucking feeling to them, and it's so just great. I mean, just if you ever play Resident Evil 4, listen to Amphetamine, and for some reason that game almost syncs up with the music, like timed out perfectly. It's so fucking weird. So fucking weird. I started it when you first get to the village, but yeah, I love what they did with that and Godspeed on the Devil's Thunder. A lot of that, I guess a lot of people really didn't care for that because it's pretty different from their older stuff, but whatever. I mean, I personally like it, but what do you have?
All right. I wanted to talk about the Black Dahlia murder and their video for Everything Went Black. They paid homage to George A.
Romero?
Yeah. Creepshow.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That video paid homage to Creepshow, and it was fucking amazing. They did such a good job on it. And also, they had a song called What a Horrible Night... What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse, and it actually was a song about...
Night of the Living Dead? No, that's just my guess in the dark.
Castlevania.
No shit.
Yeah, it was about Castlevania. It was fucking amazing. So, that's pretty much all that I have on that topic.
Right on.
It's a short one.
Nikki, what about you? Nikki Jeremiah?
Nikki Jeremiah.
Yeah. The third. Like, horror, like, dark fucking bands that you like you particularly like. Just, like, a darker sense of shit. Because that kind of goes in hand with horror. Like,
Gojira count for that?
Yeah, I guess, to a point. Their songs can be interpreted like that, but from what we know, they're not. So, I mean, yes, but I don't fucking know. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, because I love the way they just sound. They're one of my favorite bands. So
it is. I do enjoy them very much.
So, you know, I'm going to say yes to that, and, I mean, if nobody agrees, well, suck my toe. Okay, anyway. So let's continue on. Let's move on to movies versus books versus games. And by this, we are talking about anything from movie adaptions, video game adaptions, and book adaptions, all from the same thing. So, what I'm trying to get at is, let's say they made, like, the Resident Evil games. They had the Resident Evil games. First came out. And then the books by Stephanie Daniel Perry came out. And then the movies came out. So, out of those three, like, which one do you think, like, would be the best, would be the worst, and, like, where do you get your most information that's true to the original story, and so on and so forth? I'm not just talking about Resident Evil. I'm just using that as an example.
Well, yeah, because I was obviously going to say that you much rather prefer the books and the games to the movies.
Well,
we all
it
know
also
that.
depends on which movies you're talking about, like the live action or the CGI.
Oh, well, yeah.
CGI were just amazing.
CGI
I like them. I love them.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Definitely.
But no, get the fuck out of here, Paul Anderson. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But, what?
Alright, well then let me bring this up.
Okay.
Doom.
Uh-oh.
What is your perspective? Which, I don't think you and I have ever talked about this, so you probably don't know my take on, like, the Doom movie
you like
versus the... No.
You don't?
I don't like it.
Okay, there's somebody who I was talking to not too long ago that said that they liked it, and I was kind of like...
don't like the Doom movie.
I'm not even all that much into Doom.
I thought it sucked. It was a pile of shit.
Yeah.
And it was just one of the movies for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to
flex his muscle.
And I mean, that part was cool. And I like the Semper Fi, motherfucker, whole thing was funny as shit. But I mean, that movie was just crap.
Yeah.
That movie was just, I mean, but they normally do that though. Like, they think that they know how to, like, adapt it, and they fucking wing it, and they have a lot of people that are probably like, you're gonna piss off a lot of people.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at some of the movies that they put out nowadays. They don't give a fuck about source material.
No, they don't.
Death Note, Dragon Ball Evolution,
I was
Avatar.
just about to bring up Dragon Ball Evolution.
You mean
fucking
Airbender?
Hate that movie.
Yeah.
Airbender.
Yeah.
Fucking, which, I'm sorry, but why the living fuck was M. Night Shyamalan even fucking filming that movie?
Because they wanted to make a real life and our loved things into a fucking horror situation. We just had to sit there and fucking watch as somebody took what we loved and just fucking ruin it. Like, I like my shit, and when people fuck with it, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like it. If you're gonna make, like, a fan fiction type thing, be true to the fucking thing. Be a fan of the original shit, not your own shit.
Yeah, which also, this is off topic with that, but still, it does have to do with adaptions and how horrible they are, and But yeah, Death Note. Like now that I've actually like gone back and like rewatched yeah, that was shit.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people who are into it, and I know a lot of people who just hate anime and stuff like that. But they've seen the movie, and even the people who have just seen the movie, they're just kind of like, all right. I mean, like, it's all right, but they have like questions about it. But that's mainly because how are you going to explain X amount of episodes, like 20 or 30 something episodes? I don't remember how many there actually are in the entire length of the series.
Yeah.
But how are you going to cram all that information into an hour and 45 minutes or so?
Very horribly.
Like, you're just going to skim over so much shit, and you're just going to be like, all right, well, I mean, this is kind of loose, but
skip a
who
lot
believe
of the
it?
key,
like,
skip
I wish
a lot
that
of
they
the
had
key
just
information.
done parts would have been fine.
Yeah.
Not
but
like not like seasons, not like dragging on like episodes of a live action thing, but just maybe like a 4-part series would have done a decent part, you know. But all right. Anyways, just to loop back into like the horror view of it, what other ones would you want to bring up right now?
I don't know particularly. I mean, there is no movie of it, but there's. I mean, you know, no, I'm not going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about that one. Right. I was going to bring up The Walking Dead, but that just everybody fucking either likes it or you fucking hate it, and I just don't want to touch that right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm right in the middle. Like, I love it and I hate it. So I'm just kind of like, oh,
I mean,
wow.
Like there have been some episodes where it's like, what the fuck?
Season 1, 2, 3. And you know what? Damn it, we just got sucked into it. Son of a bitch. Anyway, what I was going to say, Silent Hill. Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. Okay.
Okay,
awesome.
Now, I know there are comics of it, there's video games, and there are movies.
Aren't there 3 movies?
There are 2, I believe. There's Silent Hill and Revelations.
I have never seen Revelations, and I
have seen Revelations.
I don't want to.
I don't really care for it. I know everybody loves it because Jon Snow is in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's in it. I'm pretty sure that's him. If not, it's someone who looks just fucking like him. But,
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming. At least I think it's Jon Snow. I don't know. I've never seen the actual show. I just know the name. But, yeah, he's in it. And, you know, I didn't mind the first one. I remember watching it with you way back in the day.
I remember watching that shit at Mike Jandura's house, and I was fucking riding my bike home on, like, the bike path, and there's a plane going, like, overhead, and, like, it was, like, a very, like overcast type of day, kind of chilly, and I was just, like, I just had this, like, vibe from the movie, like, my reality was kind of, like, altered just a little bit, you know, like, how
like, wait a minute,
someone feels like once you, like, get out of, like, the theater after seeing, like a film when you're, like, a kid, you kind of feel like
like you're living
in that world. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, oh, man. Like, we have those fucking, like the, like, I can't even think of, like, the name of them, but, like, the creatures on, like, the mountainside, like, if they were, like, coming at me, like, fuck, dude.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Shit, yeah. I mean, so if we're debating the movies versus the comics, because I honestly don't know if there's actual books like how there are Resident Evil ones, but
I haven't read the comics or played the games really that much, so I'm actually very.
I've read a few of the comics. I haven't even read the entire series, but I think it's Downpour.
Okay.
Anne's story or something like that. Anna's story. From what I read, it's pretty interesting. I haven't been able to play all the games, but it's good. I'd say so far, like, out of everything, my favorite Silent Hill has been 2. It's just gritty, dark, and morbid, and very, very classic. And I'm not gonna lie, like, after fucking PT was canceled, I was kind of pissed.
Yeah.
That looked like it was going to be an actual, genuine, good horror game. But now we don't have it. But apparently, there's going to be the successor to that game, which is something Road. I forgot what it's called.
Okay.
Something Road. Allison Road. Allison Road. I think that's what it's called.
Really?
At least that's what the rumor was online for quite some time. But yeah.
PT though. I've seen the gameplay, and I'm me. I'm very jump scare type of person. I love it, but it fucking scares the hell out of me, obviously. And plus it was just that same hallway to the main room, in the front of the house. I guess you would call it a foyer.
Okay.
And as you kept going through it, shit would get weirder. Weirder.
I watched someone
there'd
play
be
that game.
scratchings on the wall. The pictures would be looking at you.
There's that fetus in the sink.
Yeah,
or whatever.
the fetus in the fucking dude. Holy shit! They did such a good job at it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I watched someone play that game one time, and it actually gave me an anxiety attack.
The fetus in the sink. What was?
Because this was years ago, way back. Obviously, again, I'm gonna say, haven't been into horror all that long, but holy fucking shit, that game scared the living fuck out of me.
Yeah. One thing I will say that I've been starting to realize for the past few years now, our movies with horror have been shitty, but the games have been getting better. Not all, but there have been more that are film-esque type of games, and it's just
Until Dawn.
Yeah,
very cinematic.
And you
God, that game's
caught into
too.
it. I mean, that game, I spent all fucking day playing that game when I got it, and it was just cool because it was choices. You could do the choices.
Pat had to encourage me to continue playing the game because at points I got so freaked out that I would actually pause the game and I would sit there staring at the screen for 5 minutes, and I'm like, I want to continue, but I don't because I'm so afraid right now.
I'm just kind of pushing her, come on.
He's like, do it. I want to see what happens. Do it.
See, I loved that though because it had the style of the films where it's nothing's really exactly what
it seems.
It seems part of it's supposed to be fake, but then it actually turns out to be real.
You kind of have
some
to
aspects.
Figure it out through as you play the story and shit.
And I know that we've gone way off topic, but just to close us up real quick, what was the fucking movie? It was actually a Halloween film, and Busta Rhymes was in it.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And it was the house that Mike Myers lived in, and it was supposed to be like a TV show, scare cam TV show type of thing, but then he actually and I'm not just saying that, but there's Cabin
in the Woods.
No, Cabin Fever,
oh,
where it's not exactly what it seems, but it turns out to actually be someone killing people or something killing people.
Cabin Fever was about a disease.
You know what I really love about Cabin in the Woods?
I said something or
everything.
Someone.
Redneck zombie torture family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the merman.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, so let's all quickly, from what we know, which is probably going to consist a majority of Rolo and myself, unless Jeremiah, aka Nikki, decides that they can pick out enough. We're going to do best of movies, and we're going to do a couple different categories. And let's start it off. Let's go with zombies. What is one of your favorite zombie movies? Maybe not even your favorite, just the fucking best.
28 Days Later.
Yeah, I was gonna say we already pretty much covered one of.
No, I know. I just wanted to.
No, yeah.
Hear it again.
Say it again. But no, yeah. Seriously, like, one of the best views on a zombie virus that I've ever seen. Because it wasn't even really a zombie virus. It
was the infected. It was the infected.
Yeah, it was just a rage infection.
So, I mean, everybody's going to argue with us saying, you know, like, the infected aren't actual zombies. And they got a point. They got a point. In the first one, they're not even shown eating people.
No, yeah.
But the second one, someone gets bit. So it's also kind of like, okay, well, let's see. But then...
Which also, the dad fucking clubbed the mom to death with his fist. Like, he just hammer-fisted her. It was... Ugh.
Well, it was his dumb ass to begin with. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, no. The dad was the stupid asshole.
You knew she was infected.
He was
he went in there and fucking made out with her.
He was a coward. Like, I'm sorry, but how the second one starts off, he's a bitch coward, and he should have been...
Oh, the second one?
Yeah. He was a bitch.
Well, I mean, okay.
I'm sorry.
I know people are going to argue with me about this,
but if you're...
What are you going to do? Tell me, what are you going to do?
I'm sorry, but if the person that I love fucking dies...
No, I know, but what are you going to do?
Although she didn't, but he didn't know that.
You're avoiding my question. What are you going to do?
If you were in that situation, what would you do?
If that person... Okay. If you are in a life or death situation, and you have literally a second to get from fucking 15, 20 feet across a hall to the other side, and your only way out is behind you the opposite way, and right in between your destination and where you are, there are like 15 to 30 zombies, that are running up. What are you going to do to help that person? That person is...
And you have no weapon.
Well, why are you asking me? I'm single. I should be asking you this. What would you do if that was her in that situation? Would you actually leave her?
If you got completely fucked, we've already talked about this.
You know what? Yeah, no, we already decided. If I'm completely fucked, I want him to go.
Or if I'm going to be completely fucked, go.
Yeah.
If there is a chance that I'm going to die and you live, you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, I mean, I guess I understand because he didn't know that she had the virus inside of her already.
Oh, by the way, me and Jeremiah are dating, so this isn't like a stupid, like, little tiff thing that we're talking about. So, like, we're talking about as if it were actually us.
Yeah.
So, not a hypothetical.
I mean, I would try. Like, if I died, I died. If I had the chance to go and she really wanted me to go, I would. But, I mean...
Oh, by the way, if I get bitten, I want you to kill me.
Oh, yeah, same.
But that's a different story. Like, if it was my daughter, I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna get chewed the fuck up. That's my little girl. Yeah. I'm going to do anything. I'm going to do anything.
Yeah, that's...
I guess if I had a kid, I would probably say the same, but I don't.
Because, like, there's a huge difference between your lover and your child.
Yeah.
The child is literally depending on you throughout life.
Especially
you do
if they're
whatever
young.
the fuck you can.
Especially if they're young, like your daughter.
Yeah. And, I mean, granted that there was a child in that one, which I don't believe that they explained what the fuck happened to that kid.
Like, I'm actually... Hold on. Real quick, let me toss it about how, I mean, like, you know, it was one of my fears. I mean, you know, it's one of my irrational fears. It was like, oh, God, I don't want to have a kid because what if a zombie outbreak happens? I don't want anything to happen to her because of the zombies. And, you know, everyone going...
And you would do everything in your power to protect her.
Oh, no, yeah, but like, everyone was telling me, they're like, zombies aren't real. I'm like, you never know. You never fucking know.
This is true. I mean, we've seen what happened back in 2012 with the whole Ruby Eugene case. And, like, I'm throwing that name out there because that's the most recognizable name. Now, if you did research around that time...
There were actually a couple cases.
There were a lot of fucking cases.
In different countries all around the world.
There was also, like, chemical spills outside schools, which they closed down. Kids were getting fucking sick. I think that happened down in Florida, or maybe it was somewhere down south. But anyway, we're getting way too far ahead, and I believe we are reaching our limit.
Got like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we've been kind of dragging on with some of these other topics, but I believe we are about at our limit for today's episode. So just keep in mind that I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway. No, I was looking at the board and I was reading 3 things at once. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still talking
one more
shit.
topic and wrap it up, or do you just want to wrap it up here?
We should probably wrap it up here. We'll give them another episode fairly quickly. So stay tuned for the next episode, which is the Zombie Apocalypse Plan. Find out what we're going to be up to when the dead start to rise, if we're not joining them. Well, would we be rising, or would we be falling? Because we're... Anyway, we'll discuss that later. We'll figure that out before I get into a fucking paradox and
existential
start puking everywhere. Am I rotting? Am I alive?
Oh my god.
Anyway, this is Witch's Hill. I am Pat.
I'm Rollo.
And I'm Jeremiah.
Nikki.
Nikki.
Jeremiah, Nikki thing.
Jeremiah, Nikki.
That person in the corner.
And we'll see you next time with more scary, weird, fucked up shit. Bye!
Bye-sies.
Bye. Rollo, say bye.
Bye.